Hello guys, this is yet another lesson in our new series, English Proficiency, Quick Steps to Better Language Skills. This lesson deals with approaching grammatical fluency. It's presented by me, Palak Sharma. Few things about me, I'm an economics honors student and do not wonder if I'm teaching you English because I have been a content developer intern. I'm a mixture of Keynes and Shakespeare. I'm a poet at heart and a theatre geek as well. To follow me on my academy, here's my URL. And for any kind of doubt, feedback, queries, feel free to write in the comment section. And do not forget the 3 R's and the S: rate, review, recommend, and share the lessons. The more, the merrier. First of all, in case you are looking forward to find approaches for improving your grammatical fluency, you need to first recognize the point of views in grammar. In terms of a grammatical person, English has 3 point of views. Okay, and each of those three can be either singular or plural. Okay, the three are singular or plural first person, singular or plural second person, singular or plural third person. The appropriate pronouns for them are as follows. The first person singular. Okay, say I. The first person singular is I. I'm talking about myself, it's first person talking about himself and he is singular, so we'll use I. The second person singular. In this case, you're talking about another person who is in front of you and he is one person, so you will say you. Third person singular. We'll say he if he is masculine, a male, she if she is feminine or a female, and it if it's neuter. Neuter means anything, any object. Then first person plural. If we are many people talking to you, then we'll say we. We, like we went out. There are lots of people among us who went out. The second person plural. It goes you again. Even if you are plural, I'll use you. If you are one person, I'll use you. Third person plural is they, right? So they went out. They can be either feminine, either masculine or neuter, anything. It doesn't have differentiations like this one has. Third person singular has differentiation, he, she, and I, and it. And third person plural just have they. Now, use proper word order. Now, English sentences are basically structured following the subject verb object order, like we did in our first lesson, the sentence formation thing. We did lots of structures, how to use the word order. Now, the sentences should be like Andrea ran to the door, not like run to the door, Andrea. This will just change the entire meaning of the sentence. So, in general, articles come before adjectives and adjectives come before the nouns which they modify. So, if I'm talking about some girl, the beautiful girl comes like this. Okay, it will not be the girl beautiful, it will just change the entire sense and it will be meaningless at times. So use properly, like you should remember always that articles come before adjectives and adjectives come before the nouns they are using to modify. So in this case they will be called modifiers. So the modifiers should always be placed as close to the nouns as possible. For instance, Frank quickly mailed the long letter. So in this case, Frank quickly mailed. The is the article, long is the adjective, or we as we know as the modifier. The letter is the object. So the article must come right before the adjective and the adjective must come right before the object in any proper word order. This has to be the protocol which need to be followed. Now, tenses are yet another important part of English language and we'll just deal with them in a very precise manner because we'll just keep a separate series on it. Now, simple present is uninflected verb and we'll add s or es in third person if it's in third person. So we can say I go, you go, and he or she goes, we go, you go, they go, and so on. In present continuous means the task is still happening. So it is also known as the progressive one. Okay, progressive tenses. So it goes with am, is, or are plus present participle. Okay, like you say I am going, you are going. This means the task is actually happening right now. It's continuously happening. He or she or it is going, we, you, or they are going. So it should be am, is, are plus the present participle. Now present perfect, it uses has, have plus past participle. So it will go like I have gone, you have gone, he or she or it has gone, we, you, or they have gone. Okay. Now simple past goes with verb plus ed for regular verbs like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they went. To go is an irregular verb. Okay, so we would use went instead of go. Now past continuous goes with was, were plus present participle. We will say I was going means it was in past but it was actually happening continuously. So we will say I was going. Okay, you were going, he, she, it was going, we, you, they were going. Okay, it always happens in continuous form. Now past perfect. Had plus past participle. I, you, he, she, it, you, whatever we say, had gone. Okay, so it is past perfect. It happened. It finished happening at that particular moment. Now, simple future. Will plus uninflected verb. I, you, he, she, whatever, they will go. Future continuous will be plus present participle. Something will be happening in future continuously. So I will be going, they will be going, she will be going. Okay. Future perfect goes with will have plus past participle. Okay. So in this case we will say I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they will have gone. Okay. Future perfect. By the time we'll reach station, the train will have gone. It's predicting future, that future will be perfect. This thing would have already happened in future. This is future perfect. Okay. Now, the second thing I would recommend you is to read children's book in case you want to improve your grammatical fluency, because children's books may not be grammar textbooks, but they're designed to teach the basics of the language, including the fundamental words, the spellings, regular and irregular nouns, verbs, simple conjugations, and sentence structures also. So the children aren't explicitly taught the grammar and mechanics of their native tongues, but they instead pick it up by reading and listening to the other native speakers. So in case you need to improve your skills, all things you need to do is just add up reading children grammar books in your reading list next time. Okay. So now the next thing I would tell you is pay attention to how other speakers talk. If you'll be listening to how other people construct sentences, where they place words in sentences, or how they say the common phrases or the vocabulary they are using, you'll in turn improve your own vocabulary and your own speaking skills. Because English has many rules, many exceptions, so don't be afraid to ask questions at any point of time, and try parroting what people say by repeating it in order to understand how sentences are formed and how to expand your vocabulary. Okay, listen to people and see and pay attention how speakers actually talk. And be warned that some English speakers, even if they are native ones, they don't have a proper grasp of proper grammar. Okay, so leave them aside and do not imbibe in yourself any bad grammar or any bad quality. Okay. Now practice writing every day. Improve your grammar by writing and practicing any new rule or words that you've learned. Keep a journal, write short stories, or even just mail back or WhatsApp people in English. Keep a conversation flowing in English. This will help you concentrate on improving any problem areas you might have or the mistakes you often repeat. And do not rely solely on grammar checkers, okay? For one, they can always be wrong, okay? And you won't learn grammar from the mistakes you don't correct and work yourself, okay? Work upon yourself, learn your mistakes, try correcting them yourself. So read it once and look over what changes were made if someone did it for you, and you can learn that what you did wrong in this case. Use the active voice always. In any active construction, the subject is the thing that performs the action, and in passive thing, the subject is acted upon. Like the bill was paid by me. It's passive, okay? It's you. The bill is being like I am acting upon the bill. In the first case, I paid the bill, which is active. I would say I paid the bill. The thing is happening. The action is being performed. Okay, no, it's not taking place from outside. But in the second case, the passive one, it's taking place from outside. So there's nothing wrong with passive voice, but it becomes forceful and the sentence becomes very unclear, so avoid using passive voice. Use reflective pronouns properly. Reflectives are of two types. They can be reflexive and they can be intensive pronouns. So pick places where you need to use intensive ones and reflexive ones. Intensive ones can be often like removed from a sentence and still the sentence would make sense. She picked each gift herself. It's okay, it makes sense. Okay, so do not force yourself into using reflective pronouns everywhere. Now practice, it's the most important thing. Above all else, practice makes you perfect. So the more you can practice English grammar, the better you will get with it. Okay, do not forget to practice English. Try initiating conversation with people you know. Try mailing someone in English and make pen pals, or do anything you can do to improve your practicing skills. Okay, the more you write grammar, the more you practice grammar. Keep writing a journal or a diary, anything, and you will learn the basics of grammatical errors and you will try coming out of them as well. Okay, so this is all for the lesson in this, and thank you. Have a nice day. Do not forget the 3 R's and the S: rate, review, recommend, and share the lesson. Let the light shine.